Hi guys, it's Danny G187 here. Just wanted to get some opinions really. Second ever PC build. First one I remember doing approximately 4 years ago. At the time it seemed pretty relevant. It was the Intel Q6600 Go Steppin on the MSI P35 Diamond board. I think it was the DDR3 edition. So felt like a bit of an update, trying to update the whole room really, a bit of a boys' room I suppose, or my boys' room. It might not be up to everyone's idea, but I try. Got a couple of dual screen Samsung Full HD 23-inch monitors there. Big electronic motorized drop down. I think it's about a 90-inch screen there, and then on that I've got a in-focus Iron 76 projector. As you can see over there, it's got plenty of DVDs and games, plus what's already on my hard drives already. I think I've got maybe 1,000 movies on the computer as well, actually. Xbox 360 and AV control center. Anyway, more onto the PC. That's what I'm asking for opinions on really. I said second ever build, everything's self-taught. Gone for the CoolerMaster 690ii advanced case. Also opted for the clear side window. I actually had to ship this one in from the Netherlands at an additional cost, but with doing sort of all the work I was doing on there, I wanted to make sure that it was up to scratch really. It could be seen. See all the effort that's been put in. Again, just to say, this is phase 1. Phase 1 of the second build. Phase 2 will sort of include a lot more upgrades and some more tied in as well. I've got a couple of cables I need to extend, a couple I need to tie away. But let me give you a show around it. On the front we've got a Samsung Blu-ray optical drive. Got 4 fan controllers on there as well. Got a custom mounted switch that I put on there to control the LEDs and cathodes, as you can see just there. So you come around to the side and you flip the switch. Actually turns everything off in there, so it's a bit easier in case we ever have a house full and a party and people are sort of crashing in the games room. And just below that we've got 2 USB 3 ports. Fortunately that came with the motherboard I opted to go for, which in this case I chose the ASUS P8P67 Deluxe. Hoping to kind of, by the time phase 2 is completed, to kind of make this thing a bit future proof really. I've gone a bit OTT. I'm not a huge gamer. I do play a few games on there as often as I can when I'm not working, but try to make it quite future proof with everything I'm doing. So I've gone for the ASUS P8P67 Deluxe motherboard. We've got the Intel i7 2600K CPU. Got 16GB, obviously DDR3 of Corsair Vengeance RAM. Gone for the blue version, obviously, just because you can see everything in there is blue. Now, as I said, it is a bit untidy at present, and it's quite noisy, although it's not actually the fans. The fans are extremely quiet. It's actually the graphics card. I mean, that's going to be the biggest addition, or biggest change, should I say, on phase 2. Currently, I think it's just the old, what's that, the Radeon 5770, just looking over. I'm going to be changing that one, as I said, and putting a couple more upgrades on there. So yeah, again, back to the spec. We've got obviously the CPU. I told you about the motherboard and the RAM. We've also got the XSPC Rasa RX120 kit. Went for the RX obviously with the slightly thicker radiator. Also got my old OCZ 700 watt modular PSU, which I'll probably look to upgrade as I upgrade the rest of the components. What's planned for phase 2 is to stick another RX kit in there. Actually, I'm going to try and hide the reservoir this time, and probably go for a different kind of coolant just to kind of give a nice contrast. But that's going to be to cool the new GTX 590 that I'm going to be getting. So that'll replace that. So not a huge gamer, but I'm hoping to make it future-proof, so it's something I won't have to touch for a good few years to come. So that's the GTX 590 going in there, cooled through another, as I said, RX120 Rasa kit. And other than that, the only other addition for phase 2 that will be coming within the next month or two is going to be the addition of the Corsair and the GT series SSD drives. I'm going to get a 256 to sort of house all of my programs and operating system, etc. But I'm pretty happy with it, so it'll be interesting to know your guys' opinions. So there's a couple of bits that are going to be taking part in phase 2. There's going to be some more cable management, as you can see here. 8-pin for the CPU. Needs an extension on there, so I'm going to get an extension on there, run that properly up the back. Try and tidy some of the cables you can see just over here. And the controller block there for the cathodes as well. I'll probably try and shift that back. I mean, I did position that with the intention of it being hidden quite well by the window. I mean, as you can see, the cables are, but the actual block, I've now decided there's a mess and not like it, so I'd certainly try and sort of get that tidier. Also need to mount the rad properly, because at the moment I've got a bit of a ghetto fashion on the back, kind of extended on some screws to make sure there's no kinks in my tubing. And yeah, he's sat there. Does a seriously good job. I'm happy I went with the RX kit over the RS, obviously thicker rad. Even on the load, I mean, I've currently got it overclocked to 5 gigs stable. I've got to play around with the volts, because at present that's about 1.5 volts or so, so I need to play around with the volts and see if I can get that down a bit. But even on the full load 5 gig, it's still not exceeding sort of 70 degrees, so I'm extremely happy with that. I just need to finish the build really. So I get the new GPU in there, watercool him, get my SSD in there to run the system, and I've got plenty of storage drives. At present I've got I think it's about 3.5 terabytes, using the 500 terabytes as my main operating system drive. I'll probably increase that to 5 terabytes, so I'll stick another 2 and remove the 5 when I add my SSD on there, and that's mainly just because I watch a lot of films on there. So I've got the dual screen setup. I've also got it linked into the big screen, so it'd be nice to watch them on there, and that's all built and fully running. Anyway, that's my build. Interested to know what you all think.